Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah with another lesson. And this is going to be another installment of the Lord has spoken, who can but prophesy, while I go through all the prophecies of the Most High and let you know what the Most High is about to do according to what he's spoken. And as I've been saying in the previous installments of this series, man, the only thing that we can do down here on this earth is tell you what the Most High has said is going to be. You see? This is all we can do. Because the Most High has already ordained how everything is about to play out from the beginning. And what I love to do is when I do this series, I grab these two scriptures to open up. And this is Amos 3. And we'll start at 7. It says what? Surely the Lord power Yahweh will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. And that's exactly what we're giving unto you. The Most High has revealed unto us what his secret is that pertains to his will, what he's ordained to come to pass in this earth, the things that you see, let me say it, like the Most High set this thing up to flow how he wants to flow, man. And he's revealed that unto his servants the prophets, and we come and give it to the world, man. We come and make it known what the Almighty God Yahweh is about to do in this earth. And we tell you, the Most High don't give a damn about man's vain thoughts and opinions or what man thinks it should be. This whole thing that we see happening around us called life is playing out how the Most High has ordained it to play out from the beginning. You see? The Most High has already set up what is going to be in the earth. His will is what's being done in this earth. You see? Every event that's taking place, the Most High set that event up, that he set that event up to come to pass in his season, man. Everything that we see happening in the earth. Man has no control over anything. Your whole life has been orchestrated and laid out for you from the beginning, man. You see? And the prophets are here to make it known unto you. Now, verse 8 says what? The Lord have roared. It's not the Lord have roared. He did roar. It says, well, Amos 3 and 8, it says, the lion have roared, who will not fear? The Lord power Yahweh have spoken, who can but prophesy? And that's all you can do. And if you're saying that anything other than what the Most High said is coming to pass is going to happen, you're a liar, man. Like this WEF, this New World Order. These elite really think they're about to bring this to pass, and we're here to tell you, no, it's going to fail. Because according to the Most High's will, the next kingdom that's about to be established to rule forever is the kingdom of our Lord Yahweh Shah. You see? Which is a righteous kingdom where the law, statutes, and commandments of this Bible, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God Yahweh is going to be the law of the world, man. We're the ones coming into rulership next, man. So that's this, and the Most High has let us know what it's going to be. The next kingdom to be established is the kingdom of heaven, led by Yahweh Shah and the 144,000. This is what it's going to be. If you're saying anything other than that is going to happen, you're a liar. Because the Most High's will is what's playing out. So all you can really do is prophesy, man. You see? And prophesy goes into what? To say before. The Most High has already ordained what it's going to be. He sent his prophets into the earth to let you know what was going to come to pass before it happens. And this is what we're doing. And when you look into the earth, the only thing that's coming to pass is what you see the men of Great Millstone speaking, man. Because we're giving you the understanding of what the Most High's will is. We're giving you the Most High's counsel, man. You see, this is why we've been on point with everything that we've been saying, man, and it's been happening like clockwork. Why? Because the Most High ordained it to be. Let's get Isaiah 46, and we'll get into the lesson, man. Isaiah 46, and we'll start at verse 8. It says, "What? Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Remember the former days of old. Remember the former things of old. For I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning." You hear that? The end has been declared from the beginning. The Most High has already ordained how this whole thing is going to play out from the beginning. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Do you hear that, man? The Most High's counsel is going to stand. The Most High is going to do all his pleasure. What the Most High has intended for it to be in the earth, that's what it's going to be. It's not going to play out how man wants it to play out. You see, because the Most High is the omnipotent, man. He's the supreme power. He's the one that dictates everything, man. And everything in existence moves according to his will. So, with that being said, let's get into this topic, man. So, I just did the first part of this yesterday, going into the second coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, and what he's coming to do, because his second coming, he's coming to accomplish two things, man. He's coming to wage war and take all power from the heathen nations. And he's also coming to do what? Save the elect of Israel. You see, and that's what we're going to, and this is the second part of that. He's coming to save the elect of Israel, man. And we're going to show you what it's going to be. So we're going to start right here in Acts 1. And 9, it says what? The title of this section is called what? The Ascension. And that's when what? The Lord Yahweh Shah went back into the heavens by way of that chariot, that so-called UFO. Now, listen to this. Acts 1 and 9. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. Now, was this an actual cloud? No. This is talking about a so-called UFO, a chariot of the Lord, man. Because when you go into this word cloud, what does it say? Nephele.
Strong's G 3507. Nephele. Nephele.
It says with a cloud, use of the cloud which led the Israelites in the wilderness. Now you trying to tell me an actual cloud led the Israelites in the wilderness for 40 years? No. It was talking about a vehicle that was being operated by our Lord Yahweh Shah. That's what led us in the wilderness for those 40 years. Because you can go and read in the books of Numbers, the book of Numbers 9, the characteristics of that cloud, man, and how it was moving and maneuvering. It said the cloud would stay in one place for up to a year if the Most High allowed it to be so, and the Israelites wouldn't move. Now, what cloud do you know that can sit and hover for a year, man? That doesn't describe the characteristics of an actual cloud. This is talking about a vehicle, man. The same vehicle that our Lord Yahweh Shah is returning back in. And when he returns, he's bringing the heavenly host once again to wage war on you heathen nations, beginning with the elite of Esau. He's coming to save the remnant of the nation of Israel, as prophesied, as the Most High has ordained it to be. Now back in Acts 1 and 9, it says what? And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel. These two men are angels. They were in white apparel because the angels are completely righteous. They don't commit sin. They're perfect. You see? So what did the angel say unto them? Verse 11. which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. So the same way Yahushua went into heaven by way of that chariot is the same way he's returning. And this is why you've seen so much so-called, we say so-called, you see, because we actually know what they are. So-called UFO sightings is because what? The activity is picking up because these are the signs of the times, man. It's getting to the time for our Lord to return. And brothers, true believers, we're seeing these vehicles all throughout the heavens, man. I was just outside the other night and I seen at least 12 of them, man. You see? This is how our Lord is returning back to the earth. Now, let's grab Revelation 1 and 7. It says what? Behold, he cometh with clouds. Once again, when you go into our word for clouds, it's going to be the same word. Nephele, man. It's talking about that chariot that led us. This is how the Lord Yahushua is returning, just like the angel said. And the angels don't lie. The same way Yahushua went into the heavens is the same way he's returning. Once again, to wage war on you heathen nations, beginning with Esau, and to save his remnant, man. We're going to show you that. Revelation 1 and 7, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. It ain't gonna be this bullshit like the Christian church tells you about some damn rapture, where the Lord is gonna come. He gonna come in the middle of the night where everybody's sleeping, and rapture people, and you just gonna wake up. The clothes gonna be on the ground, and ain't nobody gonna know what's happening. Nah, it ain't gonna be that way, man. That rapture is complete bullshit. You see, that rapture doctrine is complete bullshit. When the Lord Yahushua returns, the world is going to witness it. The world is going to witness this event take place. Finna be some damn covert mission where Yahushua sneaks into the fucking sneaks into the back door, sneaks in through the vents and steals away the true Christians. No, man. Yahushua is coming back to flex his power, and he's gonna let the world witness it, man. This is what the Most High has ordained. This is what's coming to pass. And if you're saying anything other than this, you're a damn liar. And the truth is not in you. Revelation 1 and 7 says, what? Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. And they also which pierced him, which proves what? Reincarnation. Those Roman centurions that pierced Yahushua when he was on that cross 2,000 years ago, they have been reincarnated here in these last days, man, to receive their judgment for what they did unto our Lord. They're here to witness it. That's reincarnation vocab. Plain as day. And it says what? All kindreds of the earth shall well because of him, even so let it be. And why is that? Is because when Yahushua returns, man, he's going to strike great terror in the hearts of the people. People, when Yahushua returns, man, everyone outside of the remnant is going to be fucking terrified. Because he's not coming back in some weak manner, man. Look, man, Yahushua is coming back to flex his power, man. The power that he's rightfully earned by being obedient unto death unto the Almighty. He's coming to flex that power. And people are going to be shook. And like we went into in the first lesson, he's coming back with his chariots to do what? To wage war and to judge, man. That's why I tell you that in that day shall the slain of the Lord shall be many. So people are going to be completely shook, terrified, stricken with complete fear when the Lord returns, man. And also because they've sold you this damn Hollywood imagery of what? When the chariots come, it's going to be aliens or whatever. No. When the chariots come, it's going to be the Lord Yahushua with the heavenly host as prophesied. Once again, if you're saying anything other than that, you are a damn liar. The Most High never mentions anything about no damn aliens, man. You see? When this great event takes place, it will be the second coming of our Lord. Let's get something else. So we got Revelation 1 and 7. Now, where did I want to go after this? I had some things lined up, but got kind of pushed out of order. 7. Yup. So when he comes, what is he coming to do? It tells us, man, right here. Matthew 24. We'll jump down. Look at that. The glorious return of who? Our Lord Yahushua. Now verse 29 says what? Immediately after the tribulation of those days, and that's the time we're entering into now, the time of Jacob's trouble, what is about to hit the world full on, man. You see? That time is fastly approaching, that great time of tribulation, like none other that has been on the earth, man. So it says what? Immediately after the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven of the heaven shall be shaken. Because it's going to be complete chaos here on this earth when the Lord Yahushua makes his second coming, man. Complete lawlessness and anarchy. You see? Death is going to be around every corner, man. It's going to be crazy out here. You see? You're going to have nuclear missiles being shot off. All type of shit is going to be happening. It's going to be bad, man. And the elite of these heathen nations, chiefly the elite of Esau, are going to be terrified, man. That's what it means, the powers of heaven. You see, they're the ones who are ruling in this heaven right now because this is Esau's heaven. But once everything is, once the Most High shows that they never had any control, man, you see that they're not the ones governing how things is playing out on the earth. Those elite are going to be shook, terrified, man. You see? Because we coming around you, damn, you elite, up for you to be the first fruits of slavery, man, according to what the Most High has spoken. You see? Now verse 30 says what? And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Because what? We're gonna know about that chariot. You see, and then shall all tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. Once again, everyone is going to witness this. It's not this bullshit rapture that's being talked about in these pagan churches, man. Everyone is going to witness this, and everyone is going to be terrified. And once again, that word for clouds here is what? Nephele. Nephele. It's talking about that chariot, man. And he's not just coming with one chariot. He's going to come on a gigantic chariot himself, but he's also coming with the heavenly host. And they're going to have their chariot. So when the second coming of Yahushua happens, it's going to these vehicles are going to cover the skies, man. Shit, Yahushua's chariot might cover the whole earth. You see? It's shit about to be intense, man. But the world will witness this. And it must be this way because what? The second Exodus. So we're going to witness the destruction that Yahushua brings, and we're going to witness and wage war upon the heathen. And we're also going to witness the greatest salvation the world has ever seen, man. So this all has to happen in the sight of the people. So at the end of the day, the Almighty can be glorified, man. If Yahushua comes in the middle of the night, how can the Most High get any glorification for that? No. Yahushua is coming where everyone is going to see him. They're going to witness the power that's been bestowed upon him from the Almighty, so our Father can be glorified, man. Hell, so Yahushua can receive his glory. You see? It's going to be made known worldwide, man. Verse 31 says what? And Salakia. Matthew 24 and 31 says what? And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. And that's talking about what? The salvation of the remnant of the nation of Israel. This is, and the Most High talks about this all throughout the scriptures, how he's going to come and take his people back into the land. How do you think that's going to be done? They're going to be gathered up into that chariot, man. They're going to be beamed up into the heavens to go inside of that so-called UFO. The chariot of the Lord, man. You see, escaping the great destruction that's going to befall the land of America. Now, the elect is going to be gathered from all over the earth, like we were reading right here, from the four winds of the earth, north, east, south, and west. But the main salvation is going to take place from where? The land of America, man. Because the elect here in this land have to be saved from this nuclear destruction that's coming. And the only way to be saved from it is to go up into the heavens, taken into Yahweh's chariot. And you got a lot of guys who proclaim to be Israelites, and they're denying this. Oh, ain't no chariots this and ain't no chariots that. Well, guess what? When the chariots come, your ass is going to be left here because you're moving in the spirit of faithlessness, man. This is the only way out for us, man. You see, believing on the Lord Yahweh, and what did he tell us? He would raise us up into everlasting life. He meant that literally, man. We're going to be raised up into the heavens to be taken into the chariot to receive everlasting life by having our bodies changed, by being brought into that second covenant. You see? All that's going to take place going into the chariot, man. This is what it is. He's coming to save his elect from the four winds. You see, and this is going to be the second Exodus, man. The Most High saving his people from all the land of their captivities as he's promised us. Let's show you. Let's get Jeremiah 23. And we'll start at 5. It says what? Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, that I will raise unto David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. This is talking about our Lord Yahushua. He's that righteous branch that the Most High has raised up unto King David according to prophecy. You see? Because what is Yahushua coming to do? He's coming to rule on the earth in righteousness and establish the throne of David, as the Most High has spoken. You see, when he does, when he finally gets everything settled, the earth is going to be directed in a righteous way, man. Not like we're seeing now, where all this wickedness and abomination is just being propagated and exalted here in the earth. Nah, Yahushua is coming to do away with all this bullshit, man. You see? And it says what? Verse 6. In his days, Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall dwell safely. And this is his name whereby he shall be called the Lord our righteousness. And this lets us know that the 1948ers, or those people who are proclaiming to be the true chosen people, are not the people, because it says in prophecy, it says, you see, the Most High has spoken that what? When the Lord Yahweh saves his people, they're going to be safe. You see? The 1948ers are not safe in the land of Israel. They're at war right now. That's not according to the prophecy pertaining to the Most High's people. And another thing, if that's the case, why haven't we, if they're the people and they're back in the land, why haven't the world witnessed the second coming of the Lord? Because that's how the Israelites, the true chosen people, will be taken back to their homeland, man. The land that the Most High promised unto their forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So who are these people over there, you see, perpetrating to be the Most High's people? They're Edomites, man. They're imposters. Because at the end of the day, everything the Most High has spoken must come to pass. So in 1948, this should have been fulfilled. The Lord Yahweh should be sitting on his throne. A righteousness should be going forth in the earth. King David is supposed to be among you. Hey, the so-called Jew, the 1948ers, the small hatters, they should be immortal right now. We don't see any of that happening because what? They are not the Most High. They're not the Most High's people, and the Most High's prophecy, you see, pertaining to his people, don't apply to those people who are proclaiming to be the Most High's people. If that makes sense, it's just the truth of the matter, man. Whatever the Most High says, it must come to pass. And they don't fit the bill, man. Now, when we go on to verse 7, it says what? Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that they shall no more say, the Lord liveth, which brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. So, when the second Exodus takes place, no one will be talking about the first Exodus from Egypt anymore. But we're still talking about that, man. They've made movies on it. If this happened in 1948, there should be no mention of the second Exodus, man. I won't say no mention, but it's not going to be the main topic of discussion like it is now. The Exodus from Egypt is going to take a backseat to the Exodus that's going to take place here in these last days, as according to prophecy. When we read it, it says what? Verse 8. But Yahweh liveth, which brought up and which led the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country, which is North America. The greatest portion of the salvation is going to take place here from this land. It says what? And from all countries, whether I had driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. This is going to happen by way of the hand of Yahweh Shah, because he's going to take us up into that chariot, man, to escape this destruction that's ordained to befall this land. You see? The elect is going up into the heavens, man, into the chariot. And then we're going home. Yahweh Shah is going to take us back to that land, man. Not before. So the second Exodus wouldn't be talked about as it is now. I mean, the first Exodus wouldn't be talked about as it is now if the second Exodus had already taken place. Because this second Exodus, this salvation is going to be so spectacular, man, and the entire world is going to see it. They're going to see millions upon millions of Israelites being beamed up into the heavens, man, and they're going to witness it. That's why this is going to be talked about for the rest of time, man. You see? We might mention how the Most High saved us from Egypt every now and then, but the main Exodus that's going to be talked about is going to be what? This right here. How the Most High saves us from the land of the north and from all the lands that the Most High scattered us to. This will be witnessed by the world, man. Because if it wasn't, how would it be mentioned if nobody saw it? The Most High is about to put on a show for the world to see when he saves his people, man. You see that? Now let's show you something else. Because we have to go up, right? And as the scriptures tell us, when we get Isaiah 26, Isaiah 26 and 20, it says what? Because we're going up into the heavens to escape this nuclear destruction that the Most High has prophesied to come upon America, man, that great fire. You see? Now it says what? Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, which is the chariot, the so-called UFO, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation be overpast. You see that? We're going to go up into those vehicles, man, to escape this great destruction that the Most High is going to send upon this place when he engulfs it completely in nuclear fire, man. Melting all the elements with fervent heat. That's why we're going to have to be taken up to be covered. You see? Let's get Revelation 11. Yep. Come on, man. Revelation 11 and 12, it says what? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. You see that? The world is going to witness this, man, because everyone outside of the remnant, there are enemies, man. You see, including 2/3. They're enemies for right now. Everyone is going to witness, Lord willing, we be a part of their number, us be taken up into those chariots, man. Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, just like Yahweh did when he left the earth 2,000 years ago. You see, and when you go into that word cloud, let's see what it says. Is it Nephele? Nephele? There it is. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, used of the cloud which led the Israelites in the wilderness, which is actually a vehicle, a chariot, you see, of the Lord. A so-called UFO. The elect is going to be taken up into those vehicles, man, to escape this destruction, and all of our enemies are going to witness it. You see, because when we say these things, people don't believe us, man. They don't believe a damn thing we're telling them. But it's okay. They will see it. They don't have to believe. We're going to keep saying it. They don't have to believe in the words that we're reading. But guess what? They're still subject to these words that we read, because everyone is subject to the Most High's word. Everyone is subject to the Most High's will. You don't got to believe it, but watch it come to pass. You're going to watch it come to pass right before your eyes. And the 2/3 of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who are still in that spirit of having no faith, you're going to die in your unfaithfulness, man. You see? And it's coming. So the world is going to witness this, man. Oh, matter of fact, Revelation 11:12, it says what? And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake. And that was caused by what? The 200 million thermonuclear warheads that's going to rain down upon America. And it tells you, and the 10th part of the city fell. And that goes into what? The complete destruction of America. Because when you look up a FEMA camp and the 10 FEMA regions, that's how America is divided up. That's what it means when it says the 10th part of the city fell. America is divided up into 10 FEMA regions. So this goes into what? The complete destruction of the land of America, man. You see? It says what? And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And that just represents a complete number of men. And we can tell you right now, if you're not a part of the remnant, you're going to be a part of this. So everyone that's on the soils of America, when those nukes start to fly, if you're not a part of the remnant, you see, if you're not taken up, you're going to be destroyed with this place, man, by way of fire. You see that? It says what? The earthquake and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the power of heaven. And why? Why is that? It's because we're escaping this destruction, man. Because like the Apostle Peter tells us, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, man. And this is why we call ourselves the hopeful elect, because we don't know if we made it or not. We're hoping to make it. If we continue on in faith, we will make it. But we don't even know, because at the end of the day, it's all according to the Most High's will, man. It's all according to the Most High's will. So this is why we can't be proud. We don't know. We don't know. We're hoping. You see, we're hoping that we are. But at the end of the day, it's all according to the Most High's will, man. Verse 14 says what? The second war is past, and that represents World War III. And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And this will be the last great war fought on this earth, man. And this one will be with burning and fuel of fire. And this is why the elect is going to have to be taken up into those chariots to escape this great destruction by way of that fire, man. You see? This is what Yahweh Shai is coming to accomplish. Now we're going to wrap it up with this one, man. This is Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. And this is what we do. We go out there boldly on the highways and byways each and every weekend. We're not hiding our face, you see. Standing in great boldness in this man's backyard, telling him that he's going down. Telling him that his kingdom is about to be destroyed. Telling him that our Lord Yahweh Shai is coming to take all power, rulership, and authority away from him. And we're the next to rule. And we're going to have them in slavery. We're doing this in great boldness, man. We're not hiding. We're not shying away from it. You see, we're not trimming our ways to seek love. This is what the Most High said his men will be doing. We're standing in great boldness in the face of our enemies, man. Verse 2 says what? When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for, because they're not looking for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be taken up into ships in the skies, man. They're not looking for so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to be taken up into so-called UFOs. It's beyond anything that they look for. And as it told us in Revelation 11, they ascended up to heaven in the cloud, and what happened? Their enemies beheld them. Because it was what? Because the strangeness of our salvation is far beyond anything they look for. They're not expecting this, man. But hey, like we just read earlier, Amos 3 and 7, the Lord revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets, and we make it known to the world. This is what it's going to be. This is what the Most High's intents and purposes are, and this is what is going to be fulfilled. Once again, if you're saying anything other than this, you're a liar and the truth is not in you, man. You see? Verse 3 says what? And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this is he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. People talking shit about us, see, backstabbing us, doing all manner of evil against us, man. Because they don't see us as shit. We ain't shit in these people's eyes, man. We just some bums on the corner wearing wrinkled garments. That's how these people see us. But if we be a part of their number, hey, they about to be hit with a reality check, man. Because we're about to be turned into the kings and priests of the earth. To sit amongst the governing body to rule the earth in righteousness, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. Verse 4 says what? For we fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. You see that? That's what's going to happen, man. They're going to recall all the evil they did unto you, man. All the times they talked behind your back and said you weren't shit, so forth and so on. Them niggas wasting their life out there preaching that fucking Bible, man. You better go get some money, nigga. These people, they going to have to eat all those fucking words, man. It goes on to say, verse 5. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High? And his lot is among the saints, because at the end of the day, it's being preordained by the Most High from the beginning. And we've been telling you this. You see? We've been telling you this, man. So this is what it's going to be. Yahweh Shai is coming to make war with the heathen nations, to take their power away from them. He's also coming to save what? The remnant of the nation of Israel, man. You see? With those chariots. This is what's about to take place. This is what's about to go down. Thus saith the Bible. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And so with that, Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect, because that's what we do it for. I'm going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there, pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Ball.